I made a big mistake when I showed you guys this guitar. Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. So in the last live reveal video, I showed you Phil McKnight's new Maple Top Challenger Level 2. And I kind of made a mistake when I showed you guys this guitar because I realized that I didn't list all the options that were available. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the options that are available with our Level 2 instruments. And maybe give you some history of the Challenger Level 1 and 2. We're going to probably focus on the Level 2 today, though. But first, I want to read a YouTube comment that I got from a viewer. Okay, so after the video, we got a bunch of comments. A lot of them were really excellent, and thanks to everybody who commented on the video. But we did get, this wasn't a bad comment, he just had a legitimate question. Pop S Custom writes, is black or gold hardware available? Single pickup available? Also, what are the color choices? I don't see color choices on the website. So it wasn't really well, there's a lot of questions there, and really good questions. And as I'm reading it, I'm like, oh crud, I forgot to tell you guys about all the different things that you can get in my haste to bring you the reveal on Phil McKnight's guitar. Now, one of the reasons that the website isn't updated with all the possible options is because the website options are tricky, and to try and figure out exactly what options everybody's going to want and then list them, you and I both know that we're not going to get them all. So, and because all of our guitars are made to order, we have lots and lots of different options, which is the purpose of this video, right? So in any event, we will probably be adding more options to the list on the website right now. But if you want to buy a guitar like Phil's right now, no problem. In fact, a couple people have already said, "Hey, I want one just like Phil's," and I'm like, with the the 5-piece neck, and they're like, "Yeah, I want it exactly like Phil's." Cool, no problem. I'm going to get to that here in a second. But on the website, the only options right now are buy it for the sale price, or put $100 down and lock in the sale price, because the sale price is really low, and it will not stay that way for long. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's talk a little bit about what the differences are between the Challenger Level 2 and, say, the Challenger Level 4, which is the closest thing that we have in our more of our boutique line. So some people might not really even know what's happening here. But so this is the Challenger Level 4, and the biggest difference is they're both carved tops. The Level 2 maple top is maple, just like the Level 4. All the Level 4s have a maple top. Okay. The real big difference is the Level 4s are all hand built by me. Like, everything on the guitar is done by me. And the way that you know that it's done by me is it's got this volute in the neck. So if Steve makes a neck for us, it doesn't have a volute. Okay. But that's that's no, and it's not for any real reason. That's just the way it worked out. These are also all semi-hollow or chambered. So like this part of the guitar here, this part of the guitar here, and the back part of the guitar are all weight relieved in the mahogany. The maple top goes on it, and so this is even though this guitar is very thick, it's quite a bit lighter. So what we did to accommodate that on the Level 2s and keep them halfway light is we didn't go with a full 1.5-inch mahogany. We went with just this looks like I think it's 1 1/4, and then it gets like a 5/8 top, and that way we get the height from the bridge to the back of the guitar. And again, I'm getting ahead of myself. But the best way to make a guitar light, or make any piece of wood light, is cut it in half. So if you imagine, we cut off a 1/2 inch of wood off of the back of this, and it's in an attempt to keep these guitars super light, even though these are in fact solid bodies. Okay. So the other thing about the The level 4 is, like I said, it's always going to be mahogany back and mahogany neck with a maple top. It's always going to be a carved top. It's always going to be made by me. The choices for these guitars are essentially unlimited, okay? So like, for example, this one has wood binding on the neck. It's got reveal binding on the body. It's got 2 humbuckers. It's got a sunburst. One thing that I don't like to get away from is Hipshot hardware on the for tuners and for bridge, whether it's a level 1 or a level 4. So our most modestly priced guitar still has Hipshot hardware. Obviously, you get to pick whatever pickups you want, etc., etc. Level of flame in the maple, you guys get what I'm going at here. This is actually an early level 4. This was, believe it or not, this was one of the prototypes for Steve's carved tops that he does for us on the level 1 and 2 guitars. But this one here has the I don't know if you can see it, but the control knobs are actually recessed, so the knobs don't ride the top. They actually sit into the top. Okay, so that's the level 4. By the way, the level 3 is essentially the same thing, just with a flat top. Okay, but the level 2, this is the guitar that I think everyone's talking about. This is the guitar that everyone didn't even realize we were going to make, and now that they see it, they're like, dang, I want that. And I'm very, very happy about that. Like I said, lots and lots and lots of good stuff in the comment section from the last video. Honduran mahogany maple top, in this case flame maple. You can get this with, these all have maple necks. This one happens to have a 5-piece maple neck, but the standard guitar comes with a 3-piece maple neck and rosewood fretboard or black kingwood fretboard. But what can you get this in? So like I said, I showed this guitar off and it's like, I didn't put a bunch of options on the website. I just put, tell me what you want. So like I said, or like the question that the fellow asked on YouTube, can you get black hardware? You bet. Can you get a trem? Absolutely. That's one of the nice things about having the distance from the top to the back still being 1 3/4 is you want to do a Hipshot trem? No problem, we can do that. You want 2 P90s? No sweat. You want humbuckers? Absolutely. You want a P90 and a humbucker or a humbucker and a P90? You got it. You want 3 pickups? No problem. There's lots and lots and lots of options. You want locking tuners? Great. I know I'm missing a bunch of stuff here because people, I don't know what they want. Oh, what if you want like a maple top, but you want it to be a gold top, and you want reveal binding? No sweat. You want a sunburst? No problem. The level 2 is also still available in different woods. So like this level 2 here is super, super light. This has an ash body, but it's a carved top. This is a beautiful, beautiful guitar. And you can still get the level 2 in an ash body if you want, or straight up mahogany, or I don't know, you want Filtertrons in it? No problem. You want this one, like I said, this has a 3-piece maple neck and black kingwood fretboard, and it is positively beautiful. And this thing doesn't weigh anything at all. So like I said, you can get the Challenger level 2 maple top, or you can get it in a different body wood. You want an alder one? Okay. Like I said, we've got necks that are 5-piece maple. We've got necks that are 3-piece maple. This one also happens to be a mahogany back with a flame maple top. The neck is set in, but it's not all the way fit yet, and obviously the pickups aren't routed. One of the guys who said, I want one just like Phil's, but I want it with Dylan DAF humbuckers. Awesome choice. So I think what will probably happen is we will end up fitting a neck to a body just like the one that we did for Phil. Probably do it in exactly the same color choice. But if he was to say, hey, I want one just like the one you did for Phil, but I want it with a 3-piece maple neck, no problem. I want it with Dylan humbuckers, great. And I want it with a trem, absolutely. That's super, super cool. We can do all of that stuff for you. Now, what you might be thinking is, well, why do you even offer the level 2? Why not just offer the level 3 and 4? And the reason is because we want to be able to bring you guys these instruments as soon as humanly possible. And our turnaround time for the level 1s and level 2s is fast. As you can imagine, an all handmade instrument takes considerably longer to build because it's not the CNC machine making it, it's me CNC machine making it. So yeah, it takes a lot longer to do. It's the difference between a handmade guitar and a mostly handmade guitar, okay, or a guitar that is hand fit, but you guys got to realize that I tell people this all the time. My absolutely favoriteest thing in the entire world right now is the level 1 and level 2 Challengers, because I have been around these instruments for as long as they've been an instrument. I can remember the day in my garage shop, this was a decade ago, I drew this out, and it's gone through a bunch of iterations since then, but it's basically stayed the same. I love everything about these guitars, and I'm super, super excited to bring you the Challenger Level 1 and Level 2 at a price point that until now was an unheard of thing for me to do. I just cannot do it. Matter of fact, the Level 3s and Level 4s are going up in price in 2024 because it's just more expensive to do. Now, if you want if you want me to make your whole guitar for you, no problem. I'm happy to do that. You want unlimited choices and all hand built, you got it. I'm hoping that with Steve from Maximum Guitar Works helping us out with the level 1s and 2s, we can do those fast and keep the quality super, super high. People ask me like, well, have you ever outsourced anything? Yeah, but I kind of did it wrong because I didn't outsource it to India or Indonesia or somewhere. We outsourced it to an hour down the road from us. So all of the Texas Toast guitars are all made in America. Every single piece on them was built in the United States. Whether you buy the level 1 or 2 or the level 3 or 4 or any of the other guitars that we make, they're all built in America. And I got to tell you guys, there's something about a production guitar or a handmade guitar that's all built in the United States that is super, super cool. We've gone through a lot of changes. We've grown as a company, stuff that I never thought we'd be able to do, we're doing now. And it's super awesome to be able to bring you guys these excellent, excellent guitars at a price point that, like I said, was unheard of up until now with the level of quality and consistency that we're doing. Again, I had no idea this was coming a decade ago. But so the level 2 Maple Tops, gang, I'm going to be updating the website here as we go. But if you want to get one and you're like, oh, I want a sunburst and I want binding, no problem. Just leave something in the notes section right there. Link in the description below. You can get yours going right now. And we'll get working on it almost immediately. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you want to get your very own Texas Toast Challenger Level 2, I've got a couple of them that are ready to go. Okay, in fact, I've got a couple of them that are absolute, like this one right here. If you said, I want one, but I want it with Filtertrons, no problem. We can do that. They're ready to go right now. So, gang, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I hope you have a great week. I am teaching a workshop for the next 5 days, and I'm super looking forward to meeting everybody there. We'll have lots of videos of that. So until then, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, start your own YouTube channel. That's what I did. We'll see you next time, guys. Have a great week.